This is Quillin for Eiffel TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. I don't know where we are. We're somewhere in the middle of Hertfordshire. With me, I've got Billy Joe Saunders.
I'll tell you where we're at. We're at the A414 where all the horse racing goes on.
Is this where you race your horses?
This is where I'm the main jockey on this road.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's quite interesting. Well, let's jump straight into it. A lot of people will be surprised that you stepped aside to allow Andy Lee to fight Peter Quillin April the 11th in New York.
Yeah.
Spoke to Frank Warren about this earlier on, but obviously better from the horse's mouth.
Yep.
So why have you done that?
Well, listen, obviously, first of all, boxing's a business, Coog. I'm very lucky, really, to be in the situation that I am, because I'll just rewind right the way back. First of all, after the Eubank fight, I went to the office to meet Frank about a week or two after, and we sat down and we dished out a plan. We said, right, obviously Andy Lee just won the world title. The agreement was that Andy Lee's fighting in Dublin. I fight on the undercard, given he's voluntary. I fight on the undercard, and I fight Andy Lee next. Venue to be decided, so I agreed with that. Then they went off and made a fight without talks with Peter Quillin. Can't blame them, money fight. Then obviously that's when the situation come through about, you know, the stepping aside and all that. And you know, I'm very lucky to be in the situation that I was. You know, I'll just wait 90 days and get me shot there. Like I say, but the main thing is, Coog, that from what I was told, that the fight with Andy Lee and Peter Quillin was going ahead with or without the belt. Right. Now, obviously, it makes more sense to have the belt. That's what I was told. Then, you know, they sat down, offered me a step-aside fee, like a package, and fight on the undercard. And I just couldn't refuse it. And I'll wait 90 days, and I'll still fight a champion. Where if I would have went in for the purse bids anyway, it was 25-75 split. If Andy Lee wins, obviously for me now, it's a 50-50 joint promotion. So it's a win-win situation for me, Coog, really. But I just got to wait an extra 90 days and maybe take a chance if Andy Lee gets beat and fight Peter Quillin. So, you know, it's not a fight really that no one can really back their life who's going to win. You know, if it was Andy Lee against Golovkin, I would have stuck it with the purse bids, waited, and it's a business about making the right decisions, and I would have. But you know, he's fighting Peter Quillin. I believe he can beat Peter Quillin. I can't see why not. And obviously, that me and him get a big fight on in the summer.
I'm not going to patronise you by saying to you who you're capable of beating and not capable of beating, but is there an argument that a fight with Andy Lee would have represented your best chance of winning a world title? Or is that...
well, listen...
It's a 50-50 fight between you and Andy Lee.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it is. And if you look at Peter Quillin, it's a 50-50 fight between me and Andy Lee. Andy Lee's 30, 31, I'm 25. You know, I'm 25 now, so I've got plenty of time on my hands. And, you know, the more it is, you know, I'm earning money by stepping aside, and let's face it, I'm getting more time to get ready. See, what people don't realise is he's had a hard camp. He's had a very hard camp for the world title. We got himself up for that. Now he's going back in for his defence, a very hard camp. Then I've got to fight for the world title for July, whether he wins or loses or draws or whatever. So, you know, I think it's working out in my favour. And listen, to be a champion, Coog, you got to beat whoever holds the belt. What belt you're going for, to be a true champion, you got to find something in you that you've never seen before. And I think that whoever I get put in the ring with, I think that'll happen.
Obviously, we want Andy Lee to win, and if Andy Lee wins, then a fight between the two of you, like I said, can be set up quite easily between your promoter, Adam Booth, etc, etc.
We're just at the local car wash, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go on.
If it is Peter Quillin,
yeah,
do you think that there could be complications? As in, I mean, I spoke to Frank and he said no, you'll fight the winner regardless of whatever. So, but we know it's not always that straightforward. So,
for one, boxing, you know, listen, we like I say, you never plan tomorrow, do you? What my understanding is that I'll be fighting for the world title and the same money that we agreed, if it is the American, but I've already agreed to fight. Yeah, I've got to go to the States, but yeah, I'm getting very well paid if Quillin do win. And see, all this has been sorted out with my lawyer as well, Robert. It ain't just been, oh yeah, deal, bang bang, finish. It's all been done properly. And if Peter Quillin vacates and you know, he decides he wants to go look for a cut-o fight or whatever he decides he wants to do, you know, I think that I'll fight the number 3 for the same money again. So it's really a win-win situation.
When this situation arose about Lee stepping aside, did any part of you think, no, I want the fight now?
Yeah, it did. I was thinking, to be honest with you, Coogan, at first of all, I was not stepping aside. I was not stepping aside for nothing. But then, like I say, it's for business really, and I've got to think what's best for me family. And I got offered a deal that I just couldn't refuse. And listen, I'm a fighting man, and it's bred in me. But like I say, boxing's not a long sport. You've got to get what you can when you can. I know sometimes that sounds a bit selfish, and you know, it seems a bit bad on the fans, but you know, I didn't need to give Eubank a fight, but I done it because the fans was hounding for it. You know, and sometimes you got to give and take, and this time it's a bit of take from me. And you know, I'm sure that I will give a lot again to me fans and that, but you know, I had to do what's best for me family and myself financially, and this was the best route and to me the sensiblest route that I could think of, because you know, it's a lot of weight on your shoulders, Coog, when you're sitting down and you're thinking, right, what do I do? Do I do this or not? It's a big decision to make. And you know, I sat down with my team and that, and we decided what we was going to do, and I just couldn't really say no to this deal. And it's not only the step aside and whatnot else, it's the package I got after that, regardless who wins. You know, it's you know, it's going to be life-changing money for me, and you know, it's securing me. I'm in this to secure my family. I've got 2 little boys. You know, I don't want them when they're up on the rob and on the thief. You know what I mean? I want to put sense into them, and me doing this, what I'm doing now, is enabling to doing that. So whether I win the world title, you know, people's been for it. Andy Lee's been for the world title before, lost it. All our middleweights have. Darren Barker won one. You got Murray fighting for a world title. You know, if you win, you lose, you draw. You know, you shake hands, and you know, long as it's good for business and the fans like it, that's all that matters.
To be fair, I mean, like you said, the talk was of Andy Lee defending possibly his title in Limerick and you fighting on the undercard around March time. So really, this isn't too dissimilar. It's a month later, except Andy Lee's fighting Peter Quillin.
Yep. But look at it this way, Cook. If they would have said to me, because that was the deal, I was going to let Andy Lee have a voluntary, no step aside, no nothing, let him have his voluntary against someone. Let him have his voluntary, blah, blah, blah. I fight on the undercard, then we fight, whether in Limerick or in London, whatever you want to call it. But if Andy Lee would have went quietly and said to me, right, you're fighting on the undercard of me, you know, didn't just we announce opponent in a couple of weeks, they probably could have announced Peter Quillin, and once things were signed, I couldn't have done nothing, could I? So, you know, it's a bit of a slip up from their departure, really. I know boxing, listen, it's a beg and steal game, isn't it? And I think that if they could have played that card, if they would have thought about it, they could have played it very easily. But listen, Frank's done a very good job as well to get me in the position I'm in. You know, because we got a lot of say. You know, but normally it's the champion got all the say and that. But we had a lot of say, because if we wanted to, we could have stopped this fight going ahead. But you know, for one, it's robbing Andy Lee of a nice payday, and the best of luck to him. Please God, I hope he's getting well. Well, I know he's getting well paid. Best of luck to him, and you know, I'm not like that. I like to see people getting on, and that. So fair play to him. I hope he gets a nice few quid, and I hope he comes through the winner and gets another nice few quid when he fights me. But I just want his title.
In your art of arts, who do you think wins that fight between Quillin and Lee?
Saints is telling me that Lee's going to beat him. If Quillin wins, let's look at Peter Quillin. He boxed at, I was going to box him once, some little European fella. Will look very, very, very... But listen, Peter Quillin's no Golovkin, is he? Put Martin Murray in with Peter Quillin now, who would your money be on?
Yeah, I could see that for
Martin Murray.
Yeah, I could see that for Martin Murray.
Me too. Same. And do I think I can beat Martin Murray? Yeah. Good fight, very good fight. Yeah, but I think I can beat him. On my day, I know I can beat him. And on my day, when I know that I'm fighting for a world, I know the Eubank was a big fight, but when you're fighting for your dream, Coog, and you realise you're there, you step it up. Listen, Andy Lee stepped it up to the best he's ever going to step it up against Matt Karabrov. And looking at that performance, put the Eubank performance in there, and I still think it's a 50-50 fight, but put me in there with a world title, it's going to bring an extra 30-40% out of me again. You know, it's just one of them things that you got to get up for, and he got up for that, and I've seen the best of him. He's 31 years old now. He's not going to learn anything else. You know, I've seen the best of him, and I believe that I know I can beat him. And, you know, I know I can beat Peter Quillin. I know boxing's all about, you know, you can be winning 12 rounds and winning the last half, but it's that half a minute you can get knocked out. It's a funny sport. So who's ever got the world titles, as long as the money's there and the fans like it, I'm there.
Looking back on your Eubank fight now, this was a big gamble for you to take. And like I said, money aside, for your career, it was, like I said, you didn't have to take this fight. And you did it. You've beaten Eubank now. You've put that aside. But the situation you're in now isn't a gamble, because you believe that you'll get your world title shot by the end of the summer anyway.
By July, I'll be fighting by July. Before my 26th birthday, I'll be world champion.
Ideally, if you could, obviously, you want the Lee fight ahead of the Quillin fight.
Yeah. This, mate. Do you know what, Coogan? The only reason why I want Lee to win is it's not for the financial reasons, because stuff's already been more or less agreed. That side of it, put that to the side. But listen, I love America, but I'll love to win. If I've got to go to Ireland to win a world title, I don't mind. Since I know that I've got a lot of Irish supporters, as well as Andy. I know that he'll have the majority of the fans out there, but you listen, when I'm out there, don't let it shock you the amount of fans I'll have out there as well, because I'll have plenty. Then, you know, but when you got to go in the States and fight on their own show, you know, then obviously they got that slight edge. They got the home turf. They got, you know, and listen, but Frank's a very good man. Listen, did anyone ever think that I was going to get Jeff Lacey over here? Frank really can work. Listen, Frank knows it's not about boxing. What you know, it's who you know. And Frank's very good at his job. And listen, I believe in Frank, and Frank believes in me, and I think that's what you got to have. And as long as that's there, I've always got believe and hope that I'll be world champion, whoever it is or wherever it is. So
there's a possibility of obviously you fighting on that undercard. Hasn't been confirmed yet, but when will we know if you're definitely fighting on that bill?
I'm pretty confident I'll be on the undercard. Pretty sure I'll be on the undercard on that.
Terrestrial TV, NBC out in America. That's a new direction in your career again.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a win-win situation, Coogan, because look, let's face it, who'll be fighting it, I don't know. Let's face it, it's not going to be a big risk fight, is it? When I've got that just around the corner. Well, I hope it's not anyway. And the American fans get a chance to see me, you know. And if Quillin wins, they get a chance, if they like me out there when I come back again in July and fight for the world title again, you know, it all helps. So it's an all win-win situation for me, because I'm fighting for my world title in July, whatever, regardless. And when people say, oh, a unification fight with Jacobs, blah blah, this won't happen. Listen, I will not allow nothing like that to happen. This is my dream. The only reason why I've done that at the minute is because I don't want to keep going on about it, but people need to understand, like I say, it's a business. It's not... Listen, I love boxing. I absolutely adore it. I love it. It's my job. But it's not nice when you're in there getting punched in the head. People don't enjoy getting punched in the head, Coogan, you know, and whatever. So it's about earning as much as you can, and the easiest way around it, if you want to put it like that, as you can. Listen, would I like to be... I'm not, but would I like to be a multi-millionaire through a career in hard fights from one to the other? Not on my career, right? I got a nice few quid, but can't string a word together. No, I want to have a nice, comfortable career, earn a nice few quid to set my family up, and that's it. You know, and people need to understand that. Listen, like I say, we'll go back to the Eubank fight. Fans wanted it. We didn't really like each other and don't get on anyway. So you know, it made sense, and we both got paid for it. So it happened. And listen, like I say, so I'll give to the fans, and now I'm gonna take a little bit from the rich, feed the poor. That's basically about it, mate.
Chris Eubank makes his return to the ring on the 28th of this month at the O2 against Chudinov for an interim world title. So he's jumping into a not so easy fight straight after you.
But is it though, Cogan? He got a draw against Patrick Mendy. Who else did he box? He boxed someone else. I forgot now. He's not really. It's not a hard fight. It's not an hard fight. That fellow, when he normally boxes, he weighs in at 12 stone. He's got to make 11.6. So that weight's got to come down. I think Eubank don't do the weight perfectly well. Like he's big for the weight, I'm saying. But this fella who he's fighting Chudinoff, he's used to fighting at 12 stones and 12 twos and 12. He's got to make 11.6 now, so that's took out of him. It's not. I don't reckon it's a hard fight at all. To be honest with you, if I could have him to fight in the States, I would. You know what I mean? If I could have him to fight in the States, I really would. I don't reckon he's a hard fight whatsoever. I think that's should be a fairly easy night's work for him. So everyone's saying that's a hard fight and he stops him in 3 or maybe 4 rounds. Patrick Mendy, I thought Patrick Mendy beat him. You know? So...
Well, what's the chances, rather, of us seeing a Saunders Eubank 2 later on in the year, possibly for a world title?
Well, look, I'll let you into something that you probably don't know. There was a time when when all this come out, because I wasn't going to step aside, and I wanted a big fight, and I enjoyed the build up to the fight and all the hype around the fight, me and Eubank fight, and I like to think that people enjoyed it, and I don't think it was a boring fight. It was an action fight, and you know, there was a chance that there was a rematch going before the world title again. You know, that was the talks, and to be honest with you, I couldn't really refuse. There was a couple of things we was talking about, me and Frank. I know that Eubanks wanted it, and I wanted it, and we was going to make a big fight. But what if he wins this little thingy bob bout? What's it?
I think it's a WBA interim title.
All right, listen. He's fighting. He's fighting. It's not a world title, is it?
No, it's not a world title. It's an interim title. So
like the WBO Intercontinental, like I won, he's fighting for the.
Yeah, I mean, listen. People put the belts in higher, like the WBC silver title. They value more than another belt, for example. But this is what, for example, what Kevin Mitchell fought for when he fought Katsidas. It was an interim title many years ago. So it's not what people regard as a full world title, no. But
Scott Quigg's got one, hasn't he?
No, no. Scott Quigg has got the regular belt,
sure.
And for example, Danny Jacobs at your weight holds the WBA title. Golovkin is the super champion at WBA. So
yeah, well, he wants to keep away from that organisation, and if GGG's there, mind you though, he's the only man who can beat Golovkin, so I think that he's doing all right, isn't he? Well, I must be able to beat Golovkin as well, because I beat him, so that makes me. I should just get Golovkin's title, I think, after the Murray fight. Maybe Murray beats him then. So I think Murray beats Chris Eubank, so Murray beats Golovkin then, so I might go over a few quid on it, Coog. But yeah, listen, Coog, he's at the minute now, first of all, people was talking about who was going to win, it was in my face, but now it's behind me now, that fight. But 100% fact, I'm game for the rematch. I am very game for the rematch. Whether I know he'll be game as well, because obviously I'm the only man to beat him. But
forget the money for a side. What's in it for you to fight him again?
Money.
No, but if you take that away,
nothing, and that's the only reason why I was willing to take it this time, because, to be honest with you, Kilgan, it made more sense than fighting for the world title. But it's just like I say, scenario again is where'd you put it? Because let's face it, it was the main event that night. I know that Frank will argue different, but I know it was. I don't care if you put it in a back garden on the site. I don't care where you put it. If he wants to have it again, pay me, right, I'll do it. But like I say, there's no really right reason for me to say, right, I need him to step here because I want to get that. I've beat him, I've stepped here, I've got a little bit of that, and hopefully I'll fight the winner and get some more of that. You know, what he's lost out of, he's probably still fighting. Well, he is fighting. Let's fight. He's not. Where's he ranked? This fella he's fighting in the ratings.
I'm not too sure actually. I'm not too sure.
I'd like to see where that is, because he's not that good at all. Not running him down. I've got respect for him because obviously he's getting in the ring, he's fighting. But if I could have him on the undercard out in America, I would gladly do it. Gladly.
Okay. Well, listen. We'll see. Well, wait to hear your confirmation of your fighting on that April 11th still, which looks like you will be. So
someone still sucks cock as well.
Is it probably time to end this interview now before?
Well, you need to enlighten me, mate. We're talking about I don't know. We're talking about scum now. Get rid of him. We don't like him. Let's not talk about him anymore. Let's talk about something different. Let's talk about sex. Been having lots of sex lately, haven't you?
No comment.
You got a girlfriend, haven't you?
Sure.
How you getting on? Marriage?
Never say never.
How would the wedding go tonight? Big fat gypsy wedding. What would your wedding be?
Don't know. Big fat Sri Lankan wedding. I don't know.
Sri Lankan? You taking Sri Lankan? You going the Sri Lankan route, yeah?
Well, you never know, do you?
Oh, this is what I've got to say. I see your brother the other day in the garage. I know you like that one, Coog.
What did you do to that poor man?
Listen. To be fair, I think that you want it to put on your iPhone, didn't you?
I'd put it on there. Is he alright with you though? Was it just...
Listen, there's a bit of banter, that's all it was, he knows. I've been back in the garage since it's my regular garage. Just I was a bit bored. And I just need a bit of amusement, so... He rubbed off on me, I rubbed off on him. It sounds a bit gay-like, but that's what happens. That's what happens. I'll get very intimate with my mates, Cogan.
So, well, obviously you said you've got big nuts. Did you find out if he had big nuts or not? Or?
No, I didn't find that out. No, if he had big nuts.
Is that when he was just about to ring the police?
No, listen, it was only a threat, that, Coog. It was only a threat. There was no really intelligence of him ringing police, but he's my mate. We've gone back in there. I'll take you in there in a minute and introduce you to him. Yeah, buy you a bottle of water or a Red Bull, whatever you want. He's my old mate in there now. I did buy him a drink afterwards. I went back and gave him a drink. Listen, I'm not a bad person, obviously. I just like a laugh. Some people just take it a little bit overstream if they see me doing something. They might just think that I'm piss take or this, but I'm not. I'm just having a laugh. I never mean to insult anybody or different like that. I just amuse myself. Sometimes I get bored. Sometimes it might get me in. One day it might get me in big trouble. I don't know, but at the minute, it's all right.
I can. I know you go about it. I know you're. I think you're misunderstood. I think you're misunderstood because I can see why some people look at you and just think,
cunt. Yeah.
I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say something else.
Pikey. Gypsy.
Well, I was going to say a bit of an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
A funny idiot, but a bit of an idiot.
All right.
But I think you're just misunderstood.
Alright, I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Funny idiot.
People think I'm an idiot.
You listen, like I say, if we're just in life, if you don't have, we could be dead tomorrow. You got to enjoy yourself, and you got to have a laugh. So there's times when to get serious, and there's times when to take your foot off the gas and just have a little bit of a laugh. Some people like it, some people don't, but it keeps people looking and watching, doesn't it? So as long as it's a little bit amusing. Well, listen, what about Tyson Fury then? He does a lot more worse things than me. Mind you, he gets a lot of stick though.
He do, yeah.
He do. Tyson gets a lot of stick. He's what you call a fat gypsy pikey. They call me a small gypsy pikey. We don't take offence on it, Coog, anyway. You can call us what you want. You're very a racist person like that. Against me, anyway. All the time. I like to have my video to video
true.
you. Things that you say about me and Tyson. Like you just said a minute ago, what you said about Tyson. I'm going to tell him. Off camera, what you said. Don't laugh, cover it up, Coog. I'm going to tell him.
Billy Joe Saunders, thank you very much for taking us on a trip to your local car wash.
Yep.
Yeah. Have you got to pay him or do you not?
I do pay him, yeah. I gives him all tips. They're nice people, and good car wash as it goes.
Yeah.
I think you should start using it.
A bit far from me, Bill. 50 mile away for a car wash.
Yeah, I know.
But little bit of a trek.
What you got to imagine, it's always, you can still always come and pop in and see me on the way. That's it, Peter.
All right, Bill. Thanks for talking to your IFL TV.
Thank you, mate. What did you say? I what?
IFL TV.
Not iFilm.
No, that was about 2 years ago.
Do you know what's it's me reading? I'm not very good reader, to be honest.
No.
Dyslexic. I look at the I always thought it was iFilm.
Still call it iFilm, call it what you want.
Alright.
What tunes you got just before we go?
This is the tunes, listen. I'm going to show you, listen, this is what we call gypsy music, yeah? This is all gypsy music. Just listen to the lyrics of this song first, Cougar, yeah? This is your song. This is you on Valentine's night, yeah? With you and your girlfriend, ready? Keep listening.
You know me have a fat cock for you.
You like that, yeah? You like that, didn't
It's
you?
disgusting.
Well, Valentine's night, everybody's disgusting, Cougar, isn't it? It's Valentine's night. I'm sure that you won't be sitting with a lolly in your mouth for Valentine. Oh. Well, I hope you won't be sitting with a lolly in your mouth, mate, Valentine's.
Right. Billy Joe
I need to
Saunders.
find the Valentine's, by the way, so listen, ladies out there, get back at me. Twitter, whatever you want to do, get in contact with Cougar, my number's there. And, no, I've got a girlfriend. I haven't really got a girlfriend, I'm looking for one.
Alright, we'll put it out there.
Put it out there, Cougar, yeah.
Alright.
And Cougar, we're renting him out as well.
Absolutely not.
Special rates for Cougar. He's only into males. So if you want him, get back to me on Twitter at BJ_Saunders_ and you know, we send you a location of his whereabouts. 50 for a half hour. We do 80 to 90 for an hour. Full blown anal action. No lube.
You prick. Cougar Cassius, IFL TV, Billy Joe Saunders, thank you very much.
Anytime.